It is 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. You are not experiencing true biological hunger, the kind that signals a drop in blood glucose or a need for survival. Instead, you're experiencing a cognitive gap. You are in a state of low environmental stimulation or decision fatigue. You look at your kitchen. To your brain's executive function, that kitchen represents high friction. It represents the logistics of inventory management, the thermal mechanics of cooking, and the post-process labor of sanitation. In this moment of low energy, your brain seeks the frictionless threshold. You pick up your phone. You open a delivery app. With 3 haptic taps, you have delegated your survival to a global network of logistics. The transaction is zero pain. You don't feel the loss of resources because the digital interface masks the cost. But 30 minutes later, when the meal arrives, the satisfaction is mathematically lower than the anticipation. This is the modern economy of convenience. We are programmed to delegate our choices when our cognitive load is high, often sacrificing long-term wellness for short-term relief. Welcome to the convenience paradox. Act 2. Dissonant comfort and the service buffer. Why do we often choose options that we know, logically, are suboptimal? To understand this, we have to look at a psychological concept called dissonant comfort. We often engage in experiences that are objectively high friction, such as waiting in a 20-minute drive-through line or navigating a glitchy ordering interface, because that external friction serves a vital psychological purpose. It validates our internal stress. Imagine a high-pressure workday. Your internal pressure gauge is in the red. You choose a service-heavy option, even if the wait is inefficient. Why? Because the systemic delay acts as a cognitive buffer. It allows you to externalize your stress. You tell yourself, it wasn't my choice to be unproductive for these 20 minutes. It was the system's fault. This is the red light phenomenon. Just as a red light in traffic provides a socially sanctioned moment of rest, a high-friction service experience provides a sanctioned moment of passivity. We aren't just ordering a meal. We are ordering a temporary suspension of our own agency. We are proving to ourselves that we can navigate a complex, demanding world by simply participating in a transaction. Act 3. The neurochemistry of the ordering high. When you click order, your brain doesn't wait for the nutrients to arrive to reward you. It rewards you instantly. This is the dopamine of anticipation. The moment the transaction is confirmed, the brain releases a surge of dopamine in the reward centers. This is a survival mechanism evolved for a world of scarcity. The find is as important as the eat. However, in a world of digital abundance, this mechanism is hijacked. Because the find, the order, is so easy, the brain begins to value the act of ordering more than the act of consuming. This leads to what researchers call hedonic adaptation. You become addicted to the click, but indifferent to the meal. This is why you might find yourself ordering a large meal, eating only a fraction of it, and feeling a sense of emptiness afterward. The ordering illusion has fulfilled the psychological itch, leaving the biological need ignored. Act 4. The paradox of scarcity and environmental stagnation. Our relationship with convenience shifted dramatically during periods of environmental stagnation, most notably during the global lockdowns. This triggered a survival mechanism known as the paradox of scarcity. When our physical movement is restricted, our internal drive for action and novelty becomes hyper-focused on the few variables we can control. If we cannot move through the world, we move the world to us. This created a feedback loop that persists today. High environmental stress leads to a desire for immediate sensory input. We delegate the decision-making to an algorithm which prioritizes high-signal options, foods high in salt, sugar, and fats, because these provide the most reliable dopamine spike for a stressed brain. We aren't lazy. We are biologically responding to a perceived state of scarcity by hoarding high-energy signals through a digital straw. Act 5. The service shield and cognitive delegation. This behavior is a form of cognitive delegation. Whether you are a high-level executive or a student, the motivation is the same: the service shield. By offloading the logistics of a meal, you are attempting to reclaim cognitive space. You are effectively telling the world that your focus is too valuable to be spent on the mechanics of survival. But there is a hidden cost to this shield. When we stop participating in the friction of our own lives, the chopping, the seasoning, the waiting for the heat, we lose our sensory connection to our resources. The meal becomes an abstraction. It becomes a unit of consumption rather than a source of vitality. This abstraction makes it easier to overconsume and harder to feel satisfied. We have replaced the joy of effort with the numbness of convenience. Act 7. Reclaiming intentional friction. To break the cycle of passive consumption, we must reintroduce what psychologists call intentional friction. This isn't about dieting or willpower. It's about re-establishing agency over your own decision-making. Before your next transaction, apply the 3-gate test. The biological gate. Is this a signal from my body, hunger, or a signal from my environment, boredom? If you can't tell, drink a glass of water and wait 5 minutes. The labor gate. Am I delegating the work or the decision? If you're too tired to cook, that is a valid use of a tool. But if you are letting an app choose for you, you have lost your agency. The time gate. Is the zero-effort feeling worth the post-consumption regret? Visualize how you will feel 30 minutes after the meal. If that version of you is unsatisfied, the transaction is a failure. Convenience is one of the greatest achievements of modern civilization. It has freed us from the crushing labor of basic survival. But when convenience becomes our default state, we lose the very thing that makes us human, our ability to choose with intent. The next time you find yourself in the rectangular space of a delivery app or a drive-through, remember, you are not a passive recipient of a service. You are a biological entity with a complex, powerful mind. Use the tools of convenience, but do not let them use you. Reclaim your friction. Reclaim your choice. I am ThinkLent. Keep thinking.